Good afternoon. My name is Prokopьев Damir. I'm a student of the 8th grade of my secondary school named after Vladimir Petrovich Larionov. The theme of my work is from the history of the first draft of 1941 from Magnitogorsk district of Sakha SSR. The history of the first 1941 draft for the first time becomes the subject of a special comprehensive analysis. Also, some aspects of the problem were developed by researchers. There are still new documents, thanks to which information about the fighters of the first draft, compiled by local historians of Magnitogorsk, is being updated. The purpose of the work is to study the combat paths of the soldiers of the first 1941 draft from the Magnitogorsk district. The study was conducted in the basis of the principle of scientific objectivity, which allows the critical approach to the selection of historical facts and to consider to the subject of the study. The combat paths of the soldiers of the first draft from the Magnitogorsk district during the Great Patriotic Act vary in dynamics and integrity. The use of the historical and comparative method makes it possible to take into account historical patterns, and each event and personality were evaluated, not separately, but in comparison and relation to each other, taking into account the specific historical situation in the country. The historical genetic method made it possible to expand in facts, identify the causes of their appearance, features of development and inheritance. The main sources of this research were documents from the funds of the Central Archive of the Russian Federation Ministry of Defense, the National Archive of the Republic of Sakha-Yakutia, the Magnitogorsk Municipal Archive of the Magnitogorsk Military Commissariat, members of war participants, periodicals of the war and the pre-war period. In total, archival documents of 140 soldiers of the first draft were found and systematized and summarized, for which general information was compiled. As a result of the conducted research, the set goals and the objectives have been achieved. Historical materials about the first conscripts have been supplemented with new information, corrected and supplemented information about 48 fighters, included in the book for the defense of the motherland, which was published in 2005. The combat paths of the first conscripts of your district have been studied.